Hi there, my name is Mike Goldrick, and I'd like to welcome you into my Introduction to Sociology class. Before I get into the details about the class itself, I'd just like to take a moment to give you a little bit of background about who I am, where I come from, kind of my history as a teacher. So this will be my 7th year teaching here at DeSales. This will also be my 7th year teaching sociology. But I've actually been around DeSales my entire life, really. I am an alum of DeSales from the class of 2009. My wife is also a graduate of DeSales from the class of 2011. But beyond that, my whole family really is DeSales related. My mom went here, my sisters went here, my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, father-in-law are all grads of DeSales. And if you're familiar with the name Sister Sharon, that was actually my great aunt. So really from a very, very young age, I was always around DeSales, going to football games, going to football camps, different things like that. So I love this school. I love this culture. I love being a part of the tradition that is this school. I'm so thankful that I get to be here for another year. And I'm so thankful that I get to share it with your kids. And even better, we get to do it in person when we didn't know if that was going to be the case this year. So I'm really, really excited to get this year started and get into it with your kids. So real quick, just if you ever need to get a hold of me, if you ever need to ask me questions, contact me. Email is going to be the best way to do so. So my email address is my last name, McGoldrick, at dsales.co. If you ever have a question, concern, complaint, comment, like I said, email is going to be the best way to do that. I'll get back to you right away through that. But beyond communication with you, the way I'm going to be communicating with your kids and my students will be through Google Classroom. So pretty much always I'll be communicating through that forum. Worksheets, announcements, notes, study guides, homework, all that will be done through Google Classroom. So they're all logged into that. That's where that will be in one concise place. Also on that Google Classroom page is the link for our Google Meet. So all they have to do is click on that link. It'll take them directly to the screen for the class, and they'll be able to log in, watch the video, and be a part of the class. So that should be pretty easy and pretty straightforward for them. Along those lines with Google Meet, I'll just take a moment to kind of tell you my expectations for Google Meet this year. It is my expectation that they will be logged on to Google Meet every day. They will have their camera on. I will be taking attendance. They do need to be there at the beginning of class. If there's an issue with that, they do need to tell me ahead of time, just through email. I told them from day one, communication is going to be key here. So, like I said, if they have a complaint, if they have an issue with Google Meet, please just have them email me that ahead of time. When I'm done taking attendance, there will be days where they will stay on the Google Meet for the entire period. Whether it's, we're doing notes, watching the video, having a discussion, there will be days when they'll be on the entire time. There will also be days, however, where they log on, I take attendance, and then I tell them that there is an assignment, a worksheet, a reading, something along those lines on Classroom that they want them to do. And I'll have them log off, and then in class we'll be doing a discussion or something like that. So they will be doing both, but every single day they will have something to do for my class. So if they're telling you that they have nothing to do for my class, they're lying, basically. They will always have something to do for this course. At the beginning of every week, I actually post a weekly schedule for them to see. It has every day outlined. It tells them what they're going to be doing for that day, whether they're at home, in class. It also includes what's going to be due that day. So that will be posted onto Google Classroom at the beginning of the week. On Monday, when I see them at the beginning of the week, I will take the time to go over that schedule with them. So there should be no confusion on what they're going to be doing, when they're going to be doing it, and what's due that day. That will always be on that schedule, which, like I said, is on that Google Classroom page. And then lastly, as far as assessments go, there's going to be a lot of different types of assessments this year. I'll be using unit assessments. I'll be using, the standard chapter tests with definitions and multiple choice and terms and true and false and essays. But that might not be the best type of assessment for every unit. So sometimes they might be doing a paper. Sometimes they might be doing a video or a project. I'm going to try to use a lot of different forms of assessment this year. But regardless of what it is, the students will always be prepared for that ahead of time. I'll let them know well in advance what the assessment will be, what they'll need to do for it, and I'll set them up for success there. Beyond that, that's basically all I have as far as an introduction to the class. Like I said, if you ever have any questions, concerns, complaints, questions, please reach out and email me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, I'm just really excited for the year, and I can't wait to get started. So thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon.